In this podcast episode, the hosts speak with Lionel Shriver, a renowned author, to discuss her latest book, Mania, which explores the phenomenon of social hysteria and the collective madness that can grip societies. Shriver reflects on various recent manias, including the obsession with transgenderism, the Black Lives Matter movement, the Me Too movement, and the COVID-19 pandemic, arguing that these events illustrate humanity's capacity to lose its rationality. Shriver begins by outlining her observations of societal manias over the past decade, emphasizing how quickly these obsessions can take hold. She notes that the first and most dramatic of these was the sudden fixation on transgender issues, which seemed to emerge almost overnight. Shriver argues that this mania came with an implicit warning. Any criticism of it could lead to severe professional repercussions. This self-censorship, she explains, is indicative of a broader trend where dissenting voices are silenced, leading to a culture of fear and conformity. The conversation then shifts to the other manias that have emerged, such as the Black Lives Matter movement and the COVID-19 pandemic. Shriver points out that while the initial motivations behind these movements may have been justifiable, they quickly devolved into extreme and often irrational responses. For instance, she describes how the Me Too movement, which began as a necessary call for accountability, transformed into a platform for revenge and self-aggrandizement, where individuals felt compelled to share their own stories of victimhood to gain social currency. As the discussion progresses, Shriver expresses her disillusionment with the fragility of civil liberties in democratic societies. She recounts her experiences during the COVID-19 pandemic, where she witnessed a rapid erosion of rights and freedoms as governments imposed lockdowns and mandates. Shriver reflects on how easily people turned against one another, driven by fear and a sense of moral superiority. This chilling realization has left her questioning the resilience of democratic institutions and the ease with which societies can abandon their principles in times of crisis. The conversation also touches on the role of technology and social media in amplifying these manias. Shriver argues that the rapid dissemination of information, coupled with the echo chambers created by social media, has accelerated the spread of hysteria. She warns that while the internet was initially seen as a tool for enlightenment, it has instead become a platform for reinforcing existing biases and promoting groupthink. This has led to a situation where dissenting opinions are not only marginalized, but actively suppressed. Shriver delves into the complexities of human nature, particularly the tendency to conform to societal norms. She acknowledges that while some individuals may possess a natural inclination to resist groupthink, many others find comfort in aligning with the prevailing narrative. This dynamic creates a challenging environment for those who wish to speak out against the madness. Shriver emphasizes the importance of independent thought and the need for individuals to question the status quo, even when it is uncomfortable to do so. Towards the end of the podcast, Shriver raises a critical issue regarding the asylum system and immigration policies in the UK and the US. She argues that the current system is outdated and being exploited for economic gain rather than humanitarian purposes. Shriver calls for a reevaluation of these policies, suggesting that they contribute to social division and cultural dilution. She believes that a more effective approach would involve reforming or scrapping the existing asylum system to better serve those who genuinely need protection, while also addressing the challenges posed by mass migration. Throughout the discussion, Shriver emphasizes the need for empathy, particularly towards those who may be marginalized or discriminated against due to their cognitive abilities. She acknowledges that while it is essential to advocate for the rights of individuals, it is equally important to recognize the value of human variation and the realities of life. Shriver argues against the notion of enforced equality, suggesting that it often leads to mediocrity and stifles excellence. Instead, she advocates for a society that celebrates diversity and allows individuals to thrive based on their unique abilities.